There was a time when you reached out to someone, hoping for their support, their guidance, or even just a simple response. But they chose to ignore you. They acted as though your existence was insignificant, as though your presence held no value. No matter how much you tried to connect, they remained silent, unwilling to acknowledge you. You sent them messages that they clearly saw. The read receipts were there, the blue ticks confirmed it. But they never replied. You called, hoping for a word, a moment of their time, but they let the phone ring unanswered. You truly needed them at that time, but they were too occupied with things they deemed more important. The painful reality was that they had no reason to prioritize you because they saw no benefit in being close to you. It wasn't about a lack of time, it was a lack of willingness. You were not useful to them in that season, so they dismissed you. You felt abandoned, unworthy, and unimportant, but let me tell you, that chapter is about to turn. The same person who disregarded you, who acted as if you were invisible, will soon remember your name. They will reach out, not because they genuinely care, but because they need something from you. Isn't it interesting how tables turn? There are people in this world who only want to receive but never to give. They desire blessings, support, and kindness, yet they refuse to offer the same in return. But let me remind you, life has a way of balancing the scales. The energy we put out eventually comes back. If you seek to be blessed, you must be a blessing to others. If you desire abundance, you must learn the art of giving. The truth is, true wealth, whether material or spiritual, flows to those who create value and uplift others. These people who once dismissed you will suddenly want to reconnect when they see you thriving. They will want to be in your presence, not because they cherish you, but because they see an opportunity to benefit from your success. It is not just about material wealth. It is about the spiritual growth, wisdom, and favor that God is pouring into your life. When people see your elevation, they will wish they had stayed close, not out of love, but out of regret. Some will act as though they never abandoned you. They will pretend as if nothing ever happened, as if they never ignored your cries for help. But you remember, and deep down, you know the truth. This is where your discernment must come in. Not everyone deserves access to the new version of you. Some bridges are meant to stay burned, and some doors are not meant to be reopened. Just because someone wants back in does not mean they have changed. You see, when God blesses you, the same people who disregarded you will try to associate with you. They will come with smiles, acting as if they were always on your side. But remember, loyalty is tested in difficult seasons, not in moments of prosperity. It is easy to be around someone when everything is going well, but the real ones are those who stood by you in the storm. Look at who supported you when you had nothing. Those are your true people. Some people will only recognize your value when they can no longer access you freely. They took your kindness for granted, but now they see what they lost. This is a lesson. Your worth is not defined by their recognition of it. When you are in your winning season, be mindful of who suddenly wants to reconnect. Not every returning person deserves an invitation back into your life. Some people are seasonal. They were meant to be part of your past, not your future. God is preparing a table for you in the presence of those who doubted you. Those who turned away from you will see you rise, and there will be nothing they can do to stop it. What is meant for you will always find you. Stay focused on your path. Do not let past disappointments make you bitter. Instead, let them refine you, make you wiser, and strengthen your faith. Every rejection, every delay, was part of God's divine redirection. There is a reason why they walked away. Sometimes rejection is God's way of protecting you. If they had stayed, they may have hindered your growth, drained your energy, or distracted you from your true purpose. You are stepping into a season where only those who truly respect, honor, and appreciate you should have a place in your life. This is not a time for half-hearted connections, one-sided relationships, or people who only show up when it benefits them. God is calling you to higher ground, and with elevation comes separation. Not everyone is meant to go where you are going, and not everyone deserves access to your heart, your mind, or your time. Be wise with your energy. Your peace is too precious to be disturbed by those who drain you. Your spirit is too valuable to be weighed down by negativity, and your purpose is too great to be hindered by those who do not truly support you. The people in your life should uplift you, speak life into you, and encourage you to become the person God has called you to be. If someone consistently takes more than they give, disrupts your peace, or makes you question your worth, it may be time to reevaluate their place in your life. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Your table is a sacred space. It is where you are nourished, strengthened, and refueled. It is where you grow, dream, and align yourself with God's will. Be intentional about who you allow in that space. Surround yourself with those who genuinely care, who celebrate your victories, pray for your well-being, and love you without conditions. This new season requires discernment, boundaries, and a heart that is willing to release anything or anyone that no longer aligns with God's plan for your life. A significant shift is approaching. Those who once overlooked your potential, dismissed your value, or underestimated your abilities will witness the transformation that God is bringing into your life. The opportunities, blessings, and breakthroughs that are unfolding will leave no room for doubt about His hand upon you. The same individuals who once ignored you, doubted you, or failed to support you may now seek a place in your life. However, this time, the decision is yours. You are no longer in a position where you need to seek validation or acceptance from those who could not recognize your worth. You have grown, gained wisdom, and learned the importance of surrounding yourself with people who truly appreciate and respect you. This shift is not just about external recognition, but also about internal empowerment. It is a season where you are being positioned for greater things, and with that comes the responsibility to set boundaries, choose wisely, and ensure that those around you align with your purpose. The choices you make now will shape the next chapter of your journey. Stay focused, trust in God's plan, and move forward with confidence, knowing that you are stepping into a place of favor, influence, and divine elevation. Keep your heart pure, but do not be naive. Love people, but use discernment. Forgive, but remember the lesson. And most importantly, continue to rise, because nothing and no one can block what God has in store for you. Dear God, I come before you with a heart full of gratitude. Thank you for every season, both the joyful and the painful, for through them, you have shaped me into who I am today. Lord, I ask for wisdom to discern those who truly belong in my life. Grant me the strength to set boundaries and to walk away from relationships that no longer serve my purpose. Help me to forgive those who have ignored or abandoned me, not for their sake but for my own peace. I release any bitterness, for I know that you are my ultimate provider. Lord, I trust in your divine timing. I know that you remove people for a reason, and I will not force relationships that are not meant to be. Guide my steps as I walk into this new season. May I remain humble, yet confident in the calling you have placed on my life. Protect me from those who seek to take advantage of me. Let my spirit be aligned with you, so that I can recognize true intentions. Lord, bless those who have been genuine in my life. May they receive an overflow of blessings for the love and support they have shown me. I surrender my journey to you, Lord. I will not chase people, but instead I will follow the path you have set before me. Fill me with peace, knowing that what is for me will never pass me by. I rest in your promises, for you are a faithful God. In your holy name I declare that my future is bright, my heart is guarded, and my spirit is unshaken. Amen.